Good morning everyone and welcome to you this daily update on Bitcoin. I hope you're all doing very well as always. Still no big move here, but still very good trading day to yesterday by the way. I've been able to trade almost every single highs and lows here except this bounce, but I was not really looking for as long as I was long from lower. That's pretty cool. Yesterday was really interesting to be honest with you. Normally by the way the sun is working well. Yes, perfect. So yeah, pretty cool. We're going to now update this chart. We've got one more push to the upside here that brings us with a nice short trade by the way at the moment. We're going to cover really what this can be, okay? Why we've got this using the waves. We'll have some few interesting stuff now, a bit better than before than yesterday to be honest. So now let's go first of all and update this level chart here. I'm gonna try to make this update not too long, okay, a bit less longer than usual. Because yeah, otherwise 30 minutes is a bit long to be fair. So yeah, daily level, nothing here, so we can come back on the 15 minutes time frame here. Perfect. Let's go then on the footprint chart. Again, you can download these templates for absolutely free on the website. You have to go into the course section here, create an account from the page here, go into get started or something. There's a button here when you're not logged in. From here you can go into the plan section, make an upgrade with a make an account with a member upgrade, go into the course section, scroll down, go into the resource, and you can download the workspace that is absolutely free. So into the workspace you have one file and you have all these templates for absolutely free, plus the order flow, really what I'm using to make my decisions, such as for example the trades yesterday. You know, I have been able to fill sort of short trade, then switch to long, then take another short, then get stopped off without taking profit, then take another short trade. So yeah, all of this really is based off the order flow. By using the wave at the moment, we're just range bound, so it's impossible to trade like this. Okay, I mean you can use some few waves at some point, but I mean it's much better in my opinion to use the order flow. So yeah, this you can find this on the website for absolutely free. Anyway, here we do have one new naked session, path control, nothing more. We've go nice. We went into the single print yesterday by the way. I've not noticed that because yeah, yesterday the first target really was for a long trade. As I say, these two bottoms right here for a possible swing for a pan. I want to see this reclaim, so once you see this reclaim, you take the long trade, right this up. This is pretty cool, of course, with some good data for a long, and we've got some good data for a long. Then the next target was really below here, but we did not manage it to go below. So let's add all these levels. So naked session path control here 43,330. You know what, let's take this, and we've got a nice rejection by the way of the daily naked path control, so I'm gonna now put this here, bam, naked session path control, and I said 43,330. So one more, perfect. Good, no TPO, no daily naked path control. No. There is no daily naked point of control, so let's come back here. Can't remember by the way what we've got yesterday around the top there. We've got some big trap longs normally. No, yeah, no, it was here but not here. Well, nothing crazy to say to be fair with the order for the moment. There are just some shorts all the way down here to be aware of. Big shorts here, and we do have some few big shorts again here. Nothing crazy at the end, but we still have like 4 more 5 million before, 8 million here. Well, just be aware of this. What is this? Okay. Let's add this into the level. Perfect. Good. So what we can do here really, okay, I'm gonna try to not make it too long with the levels, so we can still trade the range really until it breaks. Okay, so we have this nice range here. As I said yesterday, we can look for a long around the bottom, look for a short around the top really. So we've got a nice short trade, a nice second short trade here with a swing for the pound at top. So we just have to do this really, and we can look of course for a long in the middle here of the consolidation. Here if we have to come back down, we can look for a swing for the pound of the low we have done yesterday really. If this is not happening, we can look for the daily level. for a possible swing for a pound of that low into possibly this value in the weekly here, plus a swing for a pound at the very bottom. Okay, so all of this really, if there is nothing in here, we're simply going to look for a nice drop into the next target that is simply the bottom of this bigger consolidation. Okay, so let's come back here on the higher time frame levels. If we have to go more down from here, if you want to get more, by the way, about all of this, to get some more information, how I'm finding all these levels, what is the exact plan, why we have to look for along here, why here, everything really, just go and check out the video that is absolutely free on the website. You can find this Bitcoin higher time frame technical analysis. You can find a link on the Discord server into the Mateos update channel here, that is also free by the way, or into this member section here, exclusive TAs, and you will find this is the last one at the moment, with this Bitcoin higher time frame technical analysis, where I'm really explaining everything. So it's an hour and 30 minutes, but again, I'm really showing everything really in front of you. So it's long, but you have some nice stuff in there in my opinion. But anyway, so if we have to go more down from here, we can of course look here for a possible swing for the pound, so we just lose the weekly level. Okay, if we really get acceptance here below the weekly daily value level in the bottom here, well, we're simply going to make one more new low here on this in this consolidation really. Okay, so in that case we can look for a possible long trade, okay, of this low really. Okay, we can look for this possible, we come back down here, okay, we take the low here, we can reclaim directly and trade this as a swing for a pound, or swing for a pound can also go really low. Swing for a pound is this lower time from bottom really, or going to the key level and reclaim directly here really quick, or we can do simply here a failed auction, so go get acceptance really below, spend some time, start forming something really bullish, and from here, bam, get a continuation high. So this will be the first short trade, first long trade, sorry, here really. If we have to go more down really, and we have to take this overall range low, of course this can start really off this low right here. Okay, oh, my cat is alone. So now if we have to lose all of this, we have the first real big support to the downside here that is coming really around this weekly negative path control, so around 37,700 down to 37,700 here, with a possible swing for a power fail auction of that low. So this is the next big support really. If we have to get no reason to take the long in this, as always, how to recognize if we have to take the long trade or not, it's simply by reading the order flow. Reading this, as I explained earlier, you can make some really cool decision and trade almost every single highs and lows of this market. Okay, if you want, by the way, to get a PRIMEXBT offer really, if you want to go on PRIMEXBT and get some money in addition to this, you can get up to 7,000 deposit bonus by using the link in the description, so do not hesitate, and of course it supports the channel at the same time. But anyway, so here, by reading this, you're really able to make some informed trading decisions, and so you can really recognize more likely if you have or not to take the trade. It's all about probability. Sometimes you're still going to get good data on the order flow, it's still not going to play out simply because this is like this, you know, we are more likely use this for day trades. You cannot get 100% of your trade right. It's impossible. If you're a day trader, you're not on a 1 year, you're not going to get a 100% win rate. This is impossible, because sometimes even with a good data, you're still not going to get the winning trade, because it's like this, we cannot win them all. This is why it will be too easy, right? But anyway, so this will be the next big zone of support really. If we start to lose, as I said, the first one was nothing good for a long in here, the next zone of support here, so we can look for a quick move down in there. Okay, reclaim, bam, or for a possible swing for a pound of the overall, I mean the bottom right here really, swing for a pound, reclaim, flip to support, bam, come back up, or failed auctions, go below, spend some few time, come back up, and bam, get acceptance above these. There is a possible level up short really of this. And again, if there is no reason to look for a long in here, well, we can, I mean, normally we should see a nice drop into this weekly negative path control with a value in the swing for a pound of the overall consolidation bottom. Okay, so these are the two biggest zone of support really we have below. Now of course, be aware of that we can just swing for a pound first of all this trade there, I mean these bottoms right here, or do a failed auction to a key level and reclaim directly. This is something possible. So these are the three long trades really we have at the moment on Bitcoin. The first part really, if we can say that, if we drop from here, these are the three first target really where we have to look for a long. Okay, if we start breaking here this third zone of support, where we should see a drop normally, if we get, so to speak, no swing for a pound here or failed auction, okay, of this bottom, we're simply going to see a nice drop into here this value and this path control minimum. Now of course, these are some really strong levels we need to see what is the context we're approaching this, because if we start to come back down here directly, we can also do a massive move down and get a nice continuation, go into directly some bigger and a bigger zone of support, really, where we have much more support here. For example, we have a weekly negative power function, a monthly negative power function, a weekly, another weekly negative power function, a weekly, another weekly negative power function, a monthly level. We really have some massive big levels here, so this is a really big zone of support. Okay, but first of all, you have to be aware of this. If we start breaking this, be aware of these levels. But yeah, be aware that it can be also really quick. We need to see the context here. We're approaching all of this with the wave, so we're going to cover the wave next, and so that we can just continue down to the downside here and just get acceptance below here, this really SR level. To be honest with you, this was a nice support before all of this, you can see here. Okay, it was a nice support, flip to resistance, and then we again flip to resistance, finally breakthrough, so we can flip to support, but we need to get context really. If we're in a wave 5, if we're around the end of a wave 5, for example, or if we're still into the wave 3, for example, we are just at the 120 extension, so we should go through. For example, we need to get all of this data to really know more likely if we're going to bounce. Okay, but otherwise, yeah, next big support is coming around 29,100. So these are the targets really to the downside. Now if we have to go above, really, first of all, we can look of course for the top of the channel here, and by the way, I'm pretty sure we can use something like this now. This will be even better in my opinion. So yeah, such configuration here of the range, to be honest with you. This was really high if I'm mistaken yesterday, the value low and everything, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if we start to reclaim from here, as now we cover it below, if we start to reclaim from here, we can look first of all for this naked session path control up to this range top really, and if there is nothing here, we can look for a swing through power as always, or a fail auction on the top. If there is nothing here, again, good for a short trade, and with the data on the order flow, we look for the next target, so weekly level plus a swing through power at top, and maybe a quick wiki up here into this value or high level. If we manage to reclaim this zone of resistance, we're going to look for a nice move to the upside, to be honest with you, into this monthly level right here. Monthly level, there's already hit a lot, to be fair. Okay, it's not, we have sometimes a bit of a range bound around this level, so yeah, we'll be a bit careful with that level. But next big better resistance to be fair is this TPO plus a weekly negative power function. Of course, here we have this nice swing through path right here just above of all this top right here into the daily, and maybe go above, come back below, and bam, flip to resistance and come back down, for example, a level approach possible. So yeah, we have this. So first zone, second zone. If we manage to reclaim this, we'll have the third zone. Then we'll have this swing through path to the daily, and this swing through path here. If we manage to reclaim this, we can look for the daily negative path control plus naked session path control. And if we manage to reclaim this, we're going to make one more new high minimum. So if we make one more new high here, well, we can of course look for a swing through path or a fail auction at the top. If there is no swing through path or a fail auction, we're going to look for the next target. That is a really big and important target, to be honest with you. So we have this nice weekly level with a swing through pan with a value high swing through pan at top right here. So it's between, so big zone of resistance, I mean a large zone of resistance really, but this is what we have to be aware of really here. And so it's between this weekly at 50,700 up to this value high here around 53,700. Okay, and so we have this swing through pan at 52,1,200. Okay, this is the next big zone of resistance we'll have to be aware of. Really interesting, because this will invalidate if we have to break through more likely the bearish Elliott wave count. So this is something really to be aware of. And so next normally we should be more likely in a bullish in the bullish Elliott wave count, so we should more likely make one more high, except if we now next take the high, retrace from here and get some more data. But if we go above here directly, normally if we start breaking this, we're more likely in something bullish. Yeah, we still need to see the data next, what we get live in the time, but more likely. Next resistance, weekly negative path control plus swing through pan level of this lower time frame top. You can see right here I have this nice lower time frame top. This is not the biggest resistance ever, because we can still get something. If we start to reclaim this, we have another big zone of resistance, a large zone also, but also big strong ones, strong one here, sorry. Why? Because we have all these highs here, right here, as you can see right there, and they are not taken yet, so we can take all the stop loss into these big levels, weekly negative path control plus a monthly level. So really cool target, not gonna lie. If we start to reclaim this, bam, weekly level plus the top right here. Okay, so now we are good with the level, so let's go on the waves, and it's already 16 minutes. I tried to make this not too long, but anyway. So now with the waves, as you know, I'm not going to repeat myself with this, the higher time frame waves and everything. Just have to go and watch the higher time frame plan. Really, you can go here into the Bitcoin TA bullish count. You can click here on the link here for the last one. and the bearish candle, you can click here for the latest bearish candle. You can also go on the YouTube channel, go into the video section, and you can just watch this bearish Elliott wave or these bullish Elliott wave videos here. You're going to get everything in here, okay? You're going to get really all the wave you need to understand really, so if you have to push up or down, okay? You have to be bullish or bearish, so you know exactly what we take in case we rise, in case we drop. So always as a trader, you have to be aware of both. Now the thing is, we have personally, I'm more looking at the moment for this 1, 2, 3, or 5, okay, to the downside, but because you know this wave 1, 2 invalidation and everything, this wave 1, 2 here invalidation on the RSI. Now maybe the RSI is wrong, but yeah, the thing is, so if the RSI is wrong and so we don't have this wave 1 to before, well, you know, we are in this medium time frame 1 configuration, so the 5 waves are done, and so now we look, you know, either for a bigger wave 1, 2 of this bullish count, either for a bigger wave 1, 2, sorry, repeat myself by the way, either for a wave 1, 2, 3, or 5 bigger continuation, either for an A, B, and C before to get, you know, the white leg done with this ABC, and so the bigger X wave top done, and so we look for the drop, okay? So we look for a retracement to go higher next. And if there is no bounce on any target we planned, well, we look for a bigger continuation. This was the higher time from ABC zigzag. These 5 waves was to complete the C wave, and now we look for a nice drop. Oops. So I'm excited to see which one we're going to confirm, because that will be really cool, really, to remove some few scenarios there and to really make some wave really a bit more, yeah, a bit more easy, to be fair. But yeah, for in such configuration, okay, where we look for the bigger wave towards the bigger B wave, if the RSI normally is right, this is what we should be in at the moment. So in that case, we can take these 5 waves down, okay, and so if we have these 5 waves down, what we have here more likely into this correction is simply here a W, X, Y, X, and Z at the moment. As always, a W, X, Y, X, and Z. These are the most complex correction paths you're going to get on the market, so to speak. Here I have a small wave, here I have another small wave, and for now you have another small wave. But remember that a Z wave can take every shape possible at every correction shape possible. So it can bring us now, if we're in this Z wave with a triangle, for example, we can make now a triangle. We can make another bigger triple wave, another triple wave, another triple wave, another triple wave, and bam, finally come back down. So we can continue this small uptrend range bound like this for quite a while, and just continue this nice Z wave here with a possible triangle in there with a nice A, B, C, D, E triangle to finish this nice Z wave, and then we finally get a wave 4 top, and we then finally get the wave 5 to the downside. Of course, we can make an ABC flat, so to speak. Here we can make an A wave, a B retracement to take the X wave bottom here, and then we make another wave to the upside here for a possible C wave. Okay, so just gonna remove all this brush and show you everything. Really, it's in case we have to make it more complex and we still have to be range bound, well, you're aware of what we can take here and what we can look for. You can see that even if we take the low here, we can still be into the Z wave, because we can be here in an ABC flat into the Z wave. Okay, not necessarily go make one more new high, but so we can make this. Okay, we can do this. We can either even do a double EXY, by the way, if we don't have to take the low, for example, retrace in whatever target we have right now, and get another continuation, get another rise, we make one more new high, and so we finish then the Z wave. We can make every correction shape possible into a Z wave. Now, of course, normally we make it easy, and when it's more easy, we just take the triple wave as we've got before. Okay, we have a triple wave, we have a triple wave, we already have a triple wave, so now it's possibly done, and so bam, here we go. We can say, okay, this is done. But just don't forget that it's possible still to be a bit more range bound and to still make something a bit more complex. Even by taking this bottom here, it's possible, and to still be into the Z wave to make something bigger. So now this double EXY and Z, that's why it's already really complex this day, and this will make it even more complex. Why? Because the thing is, so if this is a double EXY and Z, let's take this as a pan like this. Okay, this is just a correction really into the wave 4 to make the wave 5. This is an easy configuration. Now the premise, what is this? We have a wave, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. We have 5 waves. What can this be also if we have a triple wave, triple wave, triple wave, triple wave, triple wave? It can be a leading with a small wave of an ending. Normally this is a rare case, so normally we do not bet on this, okay? But this is something as a day trader, if we have to rise from here, we have of course to be aware of, okay? If we rise from here, first of all, I'm still going to take this Z wave, to be honest with you. Okay, I'm not going to take some 1, 2, 3, or 5 leading, but be aware of this configuration, okay, where this can be a possible leading with a smaller way of an ending. So this is a rock, as I said. So normally we do not bet on this mainly, but we have still to be aware of this. So these are some 5 ways. If we have some 5 ways here, well, it's very simple. What we can look for next, we can look either for an A, B, C zigzag, 5 waves correction, 5 ways. And if we start to push up, and push up again, we can simply look here for a bigger impulse if you're to the upside. So bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe even bigger. You know, it depends if we're in this super bullish configuration. If we're, you know, in the bigger wave 5 here, if I have to make a bigger impulse even here or not. In the wave 5, it depends. But normally, as we saw on the other side, this is not valid anymore. That's why we do not also take this mainly. But if we have to rise big, well, don't forget that this is something possible, as now we have a possible leading with a smaller way of an ending. But as always, this is a really rare case. So I'm not going to take this. I'm going to name it, by the way, rare case. Perfect. Let me push this. Well, it should be this. Yes. So yeah, this is a rare case really, in case we have to push higher. Otherwise, we take simply this configuration. I'm taking personally this configuration right there. Of course, it's possible to make something a bit bigger here. But yeah, otherwise, wave 4, and then we can look for the wave 5. How to find a wave 5 targets? You can simply pull here the extension tool from the wave 1 rule to the wave 1 bottom. Sorry, to the wave. So the wave 2 normally should be here. The premise here, we do not go into the 1618. That is normally the minimum where we have more chance to go. So if this is a wave 3 that is less than 1618, okay, for these 5 ways here, well, we can simply pull the extension to a bit different way really. So we can simply take here the wave 5 targets, add here the 38.2, remove the 2618, and the second click will go on the wave 3 top right here. If I can, let's put it like this, and the third click will go on the wave 4 top. And so from here, the 38.2 will be the first target, not the 618 anymore. Then we'll have the 618, then we'll have the 120 extension, and then we have the 1618 maximum target. Okay, so we have all of this. Now, if we start dropping like this, to be honest with you, well, it's extremely low, first of all, but I will take more like a WXY or something, like a WXY or something. I mean, it depends how far it goes, but I will see like the time exactly what we get. But yeah, that's a massive wave 5, not gonna lie, so be a bit careful. But yeah, everything matched really with the targets we have planned, swing for a pound read of the low. If we have to go a bit more down, we can look, you know, for the key level. But it's pretty perfect, not gonna lie. So yeah, this one I'm taking mainly at the moment. Okay, is what I'm looking for mainly due to the invalidation of the RSI. Of, you know, the bigger impulse into the blue wave 5 here we've got before, so that's why I'm taking this mainly. But yeah, if I have to long, it's I'm still in my long trade right here. I'm still in my short trade. If I have to take a long trade, I'm of course going to take a long trade. I'm going to trade this range really until it breaks. This is really simple as that. This is really simple as that. So if I have to take the long trade here, if there is some really crazy good data, I'm going to take the long trade. If there is nothing here, bam, okay, we'll just go below. If there is some good data here, bam, we can reclaim. I'm taking the long trade. If there is nothing here, we look for the day with a swing for pan here. If there is no reason, we come back down. If there is a reason to long, I'm going to take the long trade. So yeah, the waves, we still have many configurations to still be a bit careful with this, but it still give a context. So now if we push up more, we know exactly what we are. We have to take more likely an ABC zigzag first. If we push a little higher, impulsive. If now we go more down, we know that it's more likely for the moment of wave 5, and so we have to look for a 5 with impulsive or an ending. So it's really important to get all this data, in my opinion, to really yeah, know what's next really. In case we go up or down, we know exactly what we have to take. Still, by of course not forgetting that we can make something bigger into this Z wave here and make something bigger. If we just go a bit above here, well, I'm simply going to take a bigger correction into the Z wave. Okay, that's my plan. So yeah, that was a bit long again today, but time to explain everything as always. We have many stuff. I said we have a question. So good morning, mate. Just coming here. I've missed the beginning. No worries, you can just replay everything. Can you explain how you handle the MC short reaction of yesterday at 11:15, please? The one I posted on the Discord. Oh yeah, I remember it was well, we did not do the highs normally. It was just before, yeah, it was here. Okay, just before the drop. I'm not gonna cover the MC short reaction in the public updates, because this is part of the course and everything, and this is part of my experience. I'm not going to give this for free on the public channel. So just to explain a bit here, well, the thing is, you know, you've got this nice absorption there. Okay, you've got this nice absorption there. You can see you have a low, lower low, low, high, low. Now I thought something you have to be aware of as always, to zoom out and see a bit what is the context here. If you zoom out a bit here, you can see what? You can see that we have a high, lower high, high, higher high. You've got also 8 millions of longs here coming in. So first of all, you didn't got this 6 million here of shorts and everything here. So for me, it was okay here. This was some bearish daytime, to be fair. For a day trade, it's absolutely valid. Now, of course, on this you do not put some crazy amounts, simply because, well, this is not the highest probability trade, but you start sort of breaking, I mean, removing here the absorption with some massive amount of shorts. So normally you broke this a bit before this, normally with a counter a bit before that. So normally you will jump, you know, a bit below here. So you will be normally in the trap shorts. Now, as always, personally, the way I'm thinking, okay, I'm taking the trade, I'm not going to close my trade. If I take it, I'm gonna stay in until I get an invalidation. My invalidation was simply if we take the high. So I stayed in that trade, and we did fall from here. So that's why this is something, and you will see very often, if you close your trade, if you close your trade like this, like manually, for example, you're here, say, okay, reclaim, now it's factory release, so I'm gonna close my trade. Most of the time, I mean, again, this is from my experience, maybe it's not like useful, but most of the time it's going to play out next. So that's why I never close my trade, except if I really see that there are some big invalidations. But here for me, we've got no reason to take the long trade, and we started to get some few people a bit bullish here at some point. So for me, it was okay still to still hold the trade, and so we did not took the high, and so we did got the drop here. And that's the only reason why, because I'm not closing my trade until my invalidation hits. So maybe, if I'm mistaken, your invalidation was maybe a bit too close, you can say that, but to be fair, it was valid also to close the trade here. If you was with a small, for example, you was with a stop loss above here, well, it was 100% valid to close your trade. Now personally, but for me, my stop loss was above here, and I was triggering some more, I mean, some the lows here minimal, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, by the way, my take rate was here. So for me, you know, it was fine that was a risk I accepted before to enter the trade. So if it's not because we reclaim here that I'm going to, okay, now I'm going to close my trade, I'm just scared. This kind of move can also be to scare you. So yeah, just be aware of that. But it was also due to the context here. Due to the context that was a bit bearish. Personally, this was announced for me to hold a short and to, okay, say, yeah, well, yeah, I took the short, I'm going to leave it open. We'll see. I know the risk I can take here, I know the loss I can take. This is fine. I accepted the risk before to enter the trade, and I'm not going to close my trade before because of the context here that is still a bit bearish, so I will not be surprised to see a drop still. It's not a full invalidation for me if we start to reclaim from here because of this higher time frame. I mean, higher time frame, we're in the 5 minutes, but this medium time frame really bearish divergence with some few longs now also coming at the end. So yeah, I really hope that makes sense. Yeah, I know sometimes it's not easy, you know, this kind of reaction, but again, you know, this is, for example, part of your experience. Next, you're going to now know that, okay, well, this is something I have to hold. But I mean, now you know that when you close a trade, it can still play out. So that's why I'm never closing my trade until my stop loss is hit. You know, there are some people that are telling me, hey, why are you not closing this? Well, because this is not my invalidation. So we just had an MCL reaction a few minutes ago. It's something to be aware of. Well, for me, this is really hard to be fair too long here because there's nothing here. Like no man's none really. Well, we missed the value low here. I mean, the thing is, first of all, for example, that's for example a day trade. Let's take the case that this will be a day trade. what I'm going to ask myself is, okay, am I long from lower? The answer is yes. Do we take some stop loss here? No, because we don't go below here is small consolidation, so there are no stop loss taken. I'm long from lower. We do not bounce from any level except maybe the 6186%, maybe even 7x6 here. No, 6186%. Sorry. I mean, that the only level really we have right here. So for me, am I going to trade something that is just based off the 6186%? No, I want some more confidence of this. So of course it can bounce from here, but I don't care because I'm not going to risk money on this personally. This is not enough for me to take a long trade. Now maybe it's going to bounce, I don't care, I'm long from low. So that's also why. But for example here, we'll prefer to make one more new low, to take this stop loss, go into the value low, and from here get a bounce. This, if there are some good data for a long, yes, but for me here it's just too early to long from here. I don't know the amount of longs we've got right here, but yeah, not crazy. If you got some crazy, I mean, most of the time you have some big longs opening like this, and you bounce from nowhere really, still some few trades, but nothing crazy big. These are going to be early longs and trap longs, and you're going to take the lows once more. That's something else to be aware of. But yeah, I mean, for me here, I leave it bounce without me on this one. I don't want to risk my money on this. You know, we have a low here to take just below here that is untapped at the moment, and we have in addition a support close by, plus a key level still. So, and now more of this were coming into the view up. So maybe your message was a lot before that, but no, I'm not taking this. Yeah, for me it's not a target. You know, it's not like when you for example don't have any levels really, but you still swing through pan, you still swing through pan. So these are some good trades, but when you bounce like this from nowhere really, maybe if we put it like this, it's a bounce from the value low. I don't know. This can load perfect. Well, no, it's a front run, but sometimes, you know, when you pull it on the last stuff like this, it's gonna be bam on the value low. Personally, I prefer to look at the naked value low. It's much stronger in most of the time. So yeah, very well, thank you. In this case, do you take a 2% short or really less? No, less than this, because first of all, if I'm mistaken, the MC short action came really late in the move, and when it's coming really late in the move, I'm not really, I mean, it of course all depends on the context and everything. For example, here is they did risk it 2% on this long trade. Did risk it 2% on no 1.5 if I'm mistaken on this short trade, because the data came also a bit late. So it depends also if the data are coming late. Here it was coming really late yesterday, but like really late. So when this happened, you really have a bigger stop loss. I mean, really far away, and so you really reduce a max the risk, and you trigger some bigger targets below, if you can say that, because you, I mean, not all the time, but I mean here that was the case. Personally, we did it. That's pretty cool, but it's really also context dependent, all this with the wave. But yeah, no, yesterday, no, this was not at all a 2% trade. Absolutely not, because my entry was I can't remember, by the way, where was my entry exactly. I can't remember. And I can check, but on this call, but it's not the same exchange, so it's not gonna work really. But yeah. So yeah, no, not 2% on this. No. You really need to get the reaction like that. Even for example on this short trade, the data came in really late again, so I have not risked 2% on this. Now it's fine because I'm really short from higher, so if we drop like crazy, it's even, you know, even if it's 1% or 1.5, you don't really care. Profit is profit. So most impressed to make money, but yeah, this was not a 2% risk too. That one, because we've got just liquidations here, no trap longs, no big trap longs really. But yeah, I'm saying shit right now because I thought we got. Yeah, no, this was not some crazy big longs. So yeah. When you don't have some big trap longs, you don't have really the thrill to push the market. I mean, to do some big moves. You can still do it, but yeah, this is you need really the thrill to really move the market, and to really get this thrill. These are the thrill really is, these are the trap trades. When you do have these trap trades, well, the market is moving a lot faster. It's like on the top, for example, you've got some nice longs and you bam come back down directly. You know, it's like when you have the fail to go more down, you're going to go more down. It's like, you know, here you have like these nice fail, you know, to push the price higher possibly. But if this is getting absorbed, well, it's not looking good at all. And so these longs are the fail really to bring this back down, and this is a result. You know, you have the fail to move it more down, to move it lower here. So if now you have the you don't really have it. I mean, it depends on the time frame, but if you're on a lower time frame, these are not 4 million or whatever. These are some really smaller numbers. For example, here on the 5 minute, you do have like what, 1 million. Yeah, 1 million here. That's it. 1 million here too. Small absorption, by the way, if I'm mistaken. No, not even that. That's why this was not the crazy bearish data, to be fair, yesterday. And even here, you know, this was a really risky short because you've got the MC short reaction, not on this time frame, but then you start to reclaim, you start to be range bound, and moreover this, you start to form some bullish divergence. You start to form a low. You can see here a low, high low. You have a low, lower low next on the right. You can see here, have a low, lower low, but you have a higher low on the chart. Next, you have a low, lower low, and you have a low, higher low this time. And so all the highs are not bearish, but you took the trade, you have your invalidation, the invalidation is not hit, so you do not close the trade, and bam, you come back down. This was my first take profit. You reverse, you get stopped out, and you made money. Your first decision will most of the time be the right one. Even if you start forming something, that's a really good example again. You have a low, high low, 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 low. You start forming something bullish, and next even more, you have a low, 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 you have a low, high low. You start forming even more absorption of lows, but you still drop next because at the end there are still some shorts defending here, and personally jumping around the lows because the reaction was around the lows again really late after the move, and more of this, you're trapped really below everything here where you start forming some bullish data. But this is something to wholesale because you have planned your invalidation, you're ready to get stopped out, you know exactly. It's like here you come back up, people are going to be stressed, and most of the people are going to say, okay, now it's fucked, really, we're going to go and take the high, I'm closing my trade. And bam, you have some trade closing, and you come back down and you make the way down. So that's why you will close the trade before, miss the trade, close the trade here, miss the trade. So that's why journal your trade really. If you make such mistake, we can say that really often. For example, journal your trade and write this. Okay, and you will see. You will thank me later. And so here again, the data was not good at all. I mean, not good at all, not crazy at all. For example, you have some longs here, trap longs, but you like 2 million. This is not at all crazy. You don't have enough absorption here. I mean, this is pretty crazy. And then you have some few big shorts there coming. So it was, yeah, this was not at all the best data again for a short trade. So yeah, that's something to get something really bigger and better will be cool. Not gonna lie. But anyway, so yeah, I hope this live stream was interesting. 39 minutes. Oh, that was very long. Thank you for the explanation. You're my guru. My pleasure, mate. My guru. Yeah, so let's zoom out a bit here. Yeah, so on this being said, I'm gonna go now eat something because I'm a bit hungry at the moment before to start my training day. And yeah, so I don't know if you have some questions today. Let me know if you have some more questions. We do have some news at 2:30 p.m. I don't know if this is moving the market or not, to be honest. Where is this? Yeah, so I don't know if you have some questions. Let me know. Otherwise, we are good for today. I have my, let's where you have this here. Oh yes, we have an MC trajectory just a bit below, and we have two new above here. So be aware of this, just a bit below here, that one. Okay, so it's if you pause the stream to copy this, or take a screenshot or whatever you want to do. Otherwise, you have these two above here, so I'm gonna zoom in a bit, bam, so you can see everything. So you have this two and this one below here. You trade or you don't, but we do have this nice swing third pan there, plus the value and all of this, so it can give something. Now you trade based on the direction, you place limit, you do whatever you want. So yeah, there are no questions right now coming in the chat, so I can close this. Thank you all for watching. Hope you are enjoying these updates. Hope this was sorry, I hope this stream was helpful for you. It's full of information and stuff like that. And yeah, I wish you a brilliant day. Take care of you. And we are, by the way, Wednesday. Where are Wednesday? I am lost in the days. Yes, we're Wednesday. So there are 2 daily updates again. Then it's the weekend. And yeah, so catch you all tomorrow for the next one. Tomorrow we have some news again. But yeah, for now, 2:30 p.m. UTC +1. But anyway, have a brilliant day. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. And if you want, by the way, if you like these updates, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, to turn notifications. You can also go and check out the high time frame Bitcoin technical analysis. Go and check out the Moonchart website if you want to support the channel, plus get up to 7,000 deposit bonus. Just go and check out the link you have in the description. You can get some really good trades on PRIMEXBT. You can absolutely crush the chart and run the market really, or almost like you trade almost everything in highs, and you can get some really good trades. So you have to go and check this out. Really, you can get up to 7,000 deposit bonus. Anyway, have a brilliant day. Take care and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.